Balasan.
Say hello to the future. All new Hero Thriller 160R with revolutionary Xsens technology featuring 10 intelligent sensors to give you best-in-class acceleration and enhanced fuel efficiency for a next-generation riding experience. All new Hero Thriller 160R.
দিন যেমনই হোক আমার চেহারা করে গ্লো কারণ আমার আছে নতুন লাক্স 7টি সৌন্দর্য উপাদানের সাথে আমার চেহারায় আনে মখমলে গ্লো লাক্স গ্লো টাইম
Crispy, delicious, melting chocolate and crunchy biscuited and unique tasty combination. Ridisha Chocofun biscuit.
মাঠা প্রাণ মাঠা টক দই থেকে তৈরি হয় সুস্বাদু প্রাণ মাঠা পুরোপুরি ন্যাচারাল যা হজমে সহায়তা করে প্রাণ মাঠা
এখন মাসে 2টি বিল বিকাশ করুন কোনো চার্জ ছাড়াই
Sunsilk Pink Thick and Long with keratin yogurt চুলকে দেখায় ঘন এখন 16% এক্সট্রা 3 টাকা
31-40 on the board. Ben Sears, the new bowler for New Zealand, making his debut for New Zealand today. A good start from the debutant.
The last man to go. Sears just bowled his first ball in the game. And the ball before that took the catch to dismiss Shakib Al Hasan. Disappointed. Shakib, but today, certainly from ball one, looked like he wanted to get on with the business.
Was in the air for a while, but safe enough for Mahmudullah to get off the mark. Ben Sears, father Michael Sears, former New Zealand first-class player. Sears picked up 9 wickets in 7 matches in the last Super Smash T20 competition in New Zealand. That was earlier today, receiving his cap. And what a great moment that is for any player in the world.
Such a wonderful feeling to get that cap. Feel a part of the family. And of course, a lot of hard work for any cricketer to get to that stage in their career, even though it's just the start.
That sounded really well. Although he'll just get a single, but he will feel a lot better. 9. Already seen 3 wickets going down from the other end. Needs to settle down a bit as well. Ben Sears, rotating his pace, bowled 126.6 in the previous delivery. Again, very good bowling from Ben Sears. Not allowing the batsman to free his arms, not giving enough room.
Liking his approach so far. Ben Sears is definitely trying to get that ball as full as possible in the block hole. Allowing the batsman to get under the ball. Alhamdulillah, aware of that. Just hitting it to the right of mid-on. Very quickly gets himself to the other end.
Flashed and just past the wicketkeeper for a boundary. Fortune favours the brave. Naeem Sheikh, his eyes just lit up when he saw the ball a bit of width outside the off stump, goes hard on it.
Yeah, with given. And on a surface like this where boundaries are hard to come by, got to try and take advantage of that. Look outside edge. Just too high for Tom Latham to get himself there, and he'll get a boundary. Welcome one. Takes the total to 79 for Bangladesh.
What a shot that is from Naeem. Over the cover's head for a boundary to end the over. Brilliant way to end the over. Bangladesh
জান তুমি এটা খাও, এটা বেশি জুস।
এসে গেল প্রাণ নববিলাসী, বেশি মিষ্টি বেশি জোস।
খাবার টেবিলে একসাথে কাটানোর সময়গুলোতে এখন আর ফাঁকা থাকে না কোনো চেয়ার, কারণ সেরা স্বাদের সাথে খাবার টেবিল এখন আরো আনন্দের।
চাপার জোর বাড়াও।
ভাইরাস থেকে বাঁচবো কিভাবে?
ভাইরাস এক ধরনের জীবাণু, আর জীবাণুর বিরুদ্ধে প্রতিরোধ করতে আছে স্যাভলন সোপের ডাবল স্ট্রেংথ। স্যাভলন সোপ, ডাবল স্ট্রেংথ, ডাবল প্রোটেকশন।
মিল্কি বাটার আর চকলেটের স্বাদে ভরা রীতিশা ডেলিস কাপকেক। ভেরি ভেরি মিল্কি, ভেরি ভেরি চকলেটি।
Wickets. That was the boundary of the previous ball. Tino, your take on it?
Nicely played, field up. And as we said, this pitch has proven to be slightly different to the one in the first T20 in the fact that when the seamers pitch the ball up, ball's coming onto the bat really nicely. Had to find the gap because there were two men back on the offside, but once he had done that and hit it over the man, got himself a boundary. Just talking about Bangladesh and trying to recover from that block of 3 wickets that they lost. Up until then, I thought it's been a very good innings in terms of how they've paced it. Been a lesson, I think, for New Zealand batters as to how to go about batting on these kind of surfaces, even in T20 cricket. Bangladesh didn't try and get themselves out of the blocks at a crazy rate. Ran well between the wickets, looked to push the ball into the open spaces, and when the opportunity to get boundaries came, they've done that.
Shot again from McConkey. Naeem just played it away on the offside for a single. Also, you need to give credit to the Bangladesh team. It's also a good toss to win as well, and how they intended to bat first and came up with a positive frame of mind. Yes, they have won the first game. Obviously, happy dugout there. Head coach Russell Domingo and fast bowling coach Otis Gibson. It's also the taking about the challenges as well before going on to the World Cup. Bowling onto the shorter side, McConkey. It's the approach as well, just what you mentioned. Also a learning curve for this New Zealand team. Pretty inexperienced considering what they have for the World Cup. None of the members of this World Cup side are here, but it's still a very good opportunity for all of them to make an impact.
And that's well bowled. Very nicely watched by
এসে গেল আলেশা কার্ড। আলেশা কার্ড হোল্ডার পাচ্ছেন দেশব্যাপী 90টির বেশি ক্যাটাগরিতে 50% পর্যন্ত ডিসকাউন্ট। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় সব অফার। বিশেষায়িত সেবা হিসেবে আলেশা কার্ডের মূল্য বীর মুক্তিযোদ্ধা ও বীরাঙ্গনাদের জন্য একদম ফ্রি এবং 65 বয়সোর্ধ্ব নাগরিকদের জন্য 50% ডিসকাউন্ট। এখন ইচ্ছেরা সব হাতের মুঠোয়। আলেশা কার্ড, প্রিভিলেজ রিডিফাইন্ড।
শুধু এই পাইপই পারে মাটির 1250 ফুট নিচে চূড়ান্ত চাপেও টিকে থাকতে যুগের পর যুগ। অরাভেল ইউপিভিসি ক্লাস পাইপ।
দারুণ খবর, প্রথম অ্যাড মানিতে 100 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। আজই বিকাশে 2000 টাকা বা বেশি অ্যাড মানি করুন যে কোনো প্রয়োজনে।
চাই ভেতর থেকে প্রোটেকশন। শরীরের রোগ প্রতিরোধ ক্ষমতা গড়ে তুলতে ভিটামিন ও ক্যালসিয়াম সমৃদ্ধ দুধের কোনো বিকল্প নেই।
প্রাণ দুধ, ভালো দুধ।
Excellent bowler so far. Mahmudullah Riyad making room. It's in the air, going over the fielder's head for a boundary.
Oh, you got to be disappointed with that if you're in New Zealand colours. That was an opportunity to get the important wicket of Mahmudullah Riyad. He's misjudged this and just gone a little too far inside, and because of that, has to try and take a stunning catch. But had he just run along the boundary, that would have been a comfortable catch.
Probably got a fingertip on it as well. Rightly mentioned, Tino with a bit inside the ground. That's why he had to cover that going backwards. Blundell there. A valiant effort in the end. And the umpire signals a boundary of the first ball of the over. Pressure back onto the bowler. A good comeback from Ravindra.
Got the first wicket today of Liton Das. That was a beautiful delivery, that last one. And there's another. Been very impressive today. I thought in the first T20 he was rushing himself, getting through his balls quickly, not giving himself some time to just gather his thoughts before he bowled, and maybe that was just a bit of nerves, which is natural for somebody on debut. But he's certainly been a very different bowler today. Got some purchase off the pitch. Nice variation in pace. 1 for 21 in his 4. Still bowled well. Today, of course, the 2 wickets have gone for 16.
A very bright prospect for New Zealand. He was here in Bangladesh back in 2016 to play the Under-19 World Cup. Hasn't had a good outing that time, but came back well in the next World Cup in 2018 in New Zealand. Scored around 230 odd runs, picked up 13 wickets, and then played well for New Zealand A side and even got included for the World Test Championship final against England. Shot pulled away, 9 check, 1 bounce, 2 bounce. The fielders there will cover it, only get a single.
Naim Sheikh, be disappointed with that. Would have wanted to do more with that short delivery. Just got a bit of extra bounce. It just made it that much more difficult for him to put the ball away. Oh, that one was literally rolled along the carpet. Well watched by Mamdullah. 14 gone, 92 for 3.
আচ্ছা, ইউনিভার্সিটি ইলেকশনে শুধু ছেলেরাই দাঁড়ায়, এটা কে বদলাবে? বাবা, আমি ইলেকশনে দাঁড়াবো।
ইলেকশন করা রোদ, এত কষ্ট, বাদ দে মা।
তুমি তো উঠতে শিখিয়েছো, উঁচুতে উঠতে পারবো না, তা তো শেখাওনি।
কড়া রোদ এটা সামলাবে, তুই গ্লো কর। ফেয়ার এন্ড লাভলি এখন গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি, এটি রোদ থেকে বাঁচায় আর এর মাল্টিভিটামিন ডার্ক স্পটস কমায়, দেয় এইচডি গ্লো। আর এরপর
দেশকে বদলে দেব।
গ্লো করো নিজের পরিচয়, গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি।
রুক্ষতা আর ধুলোময়লা ভুলে আপনাকে সতেজ ও সুস্থ রাখতে 3টি ভিন্ন ভ্যারিয়েন্টে এসিআই নিয়ে এলো সেপটেক্স অ্যান্টিসেপটিক বার। এখন আপনি থাকুন অ্যাক্টিভ প্রতিদিন। ভিটামিন এ, সি, ডি ও জিঙ্কে ভরপুর প্রাণ ম্যাঙ্গো ফ্রুট ড্রিঙ্ক, খেতে দারুণ মজা।
Ball of the previous over, that kept a lot lower than Mahmudullah expected. That's well played in the end though. Waited for the ball in the last moment. That hit it at the toe end of the bat. Doug Bresswell started off with a slow one, 9. Soft-handed played for a single.
Good cricket again from the Bangladesh batsman. Soft hands, dropped it into that gap on the offside.
That's a brilliant shot from Mahmudullah Riyad. A valiant effort. But still he couldn't stop that one. A very good boundary from Mahmudullah Riyad again.
This is nicely played. Again. Seam is bowling, ball pitched up, coming onto the bat nicely. All he had to do was make sure he got it wide of the man at backward point. Got himself a boundary. Swabald telegraphed his intentions a bit early with Mamdullah, but Bracewell just making sure that delivered that ball wide of him Not offside.
Also rolled his wrist in the last moment after he watched Mahmudullah coming down the track. Partnership developed 25 of 21 balls. Projected score, current run rate saying it, they're gonna post 134. Oh, tried to innovate this time. And wide given by the umpire. Going back, Tino, about the experience of these cricketers, New Zealand cricketers, I can mention Nathan Ellis. He came here, played his first match, picked up a hat-trick, got an IPL team and also named in the Australian World Cup squad as well. It's a great opportunity for these guys as well to prove themselves. Shot again, straight to the fielder.
Absolutely. Any opportunity to represent your nation must be cherished. And as I say, you never know where performances that you put in end you up. Yes, the players representing New Zealand won't be part of the World Cup side. Plenty more cricket to come after that. Opportunity to put their hands up and show what they can do. Struck well. Struck very well by Mahmudullah Riyad. He's found the gap between mid-off and cover, and it goes through to the boundary for 4. Brings up the 100. Bangladesh, 102 for 3.
That is a gorgeous shot from Mahmudullah Riyad. He seems to be in sublime touch today. Didn't try to overhit it. Down the track and great placement as well. Very good batting. He looks to be in superb touch, Mahmudullah Riyad. Putting pressure back onto the bowler.
Go out to the man at sweeper for 1. End of the 5th.
লাইফে সব সময় কেউ না কেউ পাশে ছিল বলে আজ আমি এইখানে। কারো একটা কথায় প্রচন্ড ভরসা দেয়, যে মানুষগুলো আমাকে এগিয়ে যাবার সাহস দেয় তাদের পাশে থাকতেই আমি বিশ্বাস রাখি দেশ জুড়ে ছড়িয়ে থাকা গ্রামীণ ফোনের 4G নেটওয়ার্কে।
ঝিরঝিরে ডিশ লাইন দেখে কি পেলেন? টিভিতে ঝকঝকে খেলা দেখুন আকাশে, আর আকাশ কিনে চলুন বিশ্বকাপে। এছাড়াও আছে স্মার্ট টিভি ও নিশ্চিত ক্যাশব্যাক।
দারুণ খবর, প্রথম অ্যাড মানিতে 100 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। আজই বিকাশে 2000 টাকা বা বেশি অ্যাড মানি করুন যে কোনো প্রয়োজনে।
ভীষণ দিয়ে এলো ভীষণ শীতল অফার। কোনো শর্ত ছাড়াই মাত্র 28,900 টাকায় পাওয়া যাবে ভীষণ এসি। এছাড়াও থাকছে ওয়ারেন্টি প্লাস অফার সহ 7,000 টাকার সমমূল্যে ফ্রি সার্ভিস।
ওয়াক ভাইয়ের মতো হাজার হাজার বিক্রেতা বন্ধুই আসল নাম্বার 1, কারণ তারাই আসল নকল বুঝে জরুরি ওষুধ বিক্রি করে।
এসএমসির ওরসন
Of 17. With that single, he moves on to 19. And we missed out on the stats that we're going to show. He's been the most successful captain in terms of winning matches. The most wins for Bangladesh captains. Mahmudullah Riyad is right at the top. He's just overtaken Mashrafi Murtaza. Now he's got 11 wins in 23. Mashrafi Murtaza had 10. So he's been a revelation as a skipper, and he's a performer. Good evening, Atul Wasan.
Good evening, Athar, and yes, you have said it right. He's easing up into this role. He's clearly looking as a leader. He knows his job, and this is a good little period for Bangladesh cricket, especially in T20s. A good counter punch in this match, especially after losing 3 wickets. The intent shown by these two players is commendable. They have got a lot of depth in the batting. Mahmudullah coming at number 5, so much experience, somewhat gives freedom to the top order batsman to play freely.
Yeah, just going back to Mahmudullah. He's got 51 sixes. He's only batsman from Bangladesh who hit more than 50 sixes in T20 internationals. We're talking of sixes. This is eyeing out and then finding the man in the deep. So Ravindra is among the wicket one more time. This time he's picked up the important wicket of Mohammad Naeem Sheikh, his third wicket.
Well, this was needed. I won't blame the batsman. He was well set. He had to go for this. Third wicket for Ravindra, but just Bangladesh wants to get an extra gear to finish off these remaining overs nicely. Get to that 150.
কিভাবে?
শুধু রাঁধলে হয় না, যত্ন লাগে, যত্ন। ডেডিকেটেড রিফাইনিং লাইনের সম্পূর্ণ প্রাকৃতিক গুণ অক্ষুণ্ণ রেখে পরম যত্নে তৈরি হয় বসুন্ধরা ফর্টিফাইড সয়াবিন তেল। বসুন্ধরা ফর্টিফাইড সয়াবিন তেল, যত্নে গড়ে রত্ন ফোঁটা।
দেয়ানিয়ার শখ ছাড়িয়ে দারাজ পূরণ করলো 7টি বছর। এতগুলো বছর ধরে ভরসা রাখার জন্য থ্যাংক ইউ বাংলাদেশ।
অলি গলি ঘুরে ভিজে আছো ঘামে, এক ফাঁকে মন জুড়াও ঠান্ডা চুমুকে, দিন ভারী তবুও জীবন জারি, তৃষ্ণা মিটলে শান্তি মুখে হাসি অমলিন।
কাঠের চেয়েও কঠোর।
করোনার সাথে লড়াইয়ে আমরাই করব জয়। তাই তো হাতে তুলে নিয়েছি স্যাভলন ডিসইনফেক্টেন্ট স্প্রে, যা করোনা ভাইরাসকে সম্পূর্ণরূপে ধ্বংস করে দেয়। স্যাভলন ডিসইনফেক্টেন্ট স্প্রে।
স্পেশাল মানুষদের জন্য মজাদার ম্যাজিক মশলা ফ্লেভারে মিস্টার নুডলস, স্বাদ দাও ভালোবাসার।
ক্রিসপি, ডেলিশিয়াস।
রিদিশা চকোফান, রিদিশা চকোফান বিস্কিট।
But Afif, Atar, I've been told, backs a punch. Sweet timer of the ball. An ideal situation for him to impress the captain on the other end.
Straight away in the air, he's lucky. He's one in no man's land.
মশলা বানানোর আসল কাজটা করে এই উর্বর মাটি, সোনালী রোদ আর আমাদের নিজস্ব কৃষকদের পরিশ্রমী হাত। আমরা শুধু সঠিক ব্র্যান্ডে গুঁড়ো করি আর খাঁটি জিনিসটা পৌঁছে দিই। ভালো জাতের শস্য থেকে সম্পূর্ণ হাতের স্পর্শ ছাড়া স্বয়ংক্রিয় ও স্বাস্থ্যসম্মতভাবে প্রস্তুত বসুন্ধরা গুঁড়ো মশলা। বসুন্ধরা
Straight away in the air, he's lucky. He's one in no man's land.
আলেশা কার্ড। আলেশা কার্ড হোল্ডার পাচ্ছেন দেশব্যাপী 90টির বেশি ক্যাটাগরিতে
মশলা বানানোর আসল কাজটা করে এই উর্বর মাটি, সোনালী রোদ আর আমাদের নিজস্ব কৃষকদের পরিশ্রমী হাত। আমরা শুধু সঠিক ব্র্যান্ডে গুঁড়ো করি আর খাঁটি জিনিসটা পৌঁছে দিই। ভালো জাতের শস্য থেকে সম্পূর্ণ হাতের স্পর্শ ছাড়া স্বয়ংক্রিয় ও স্বাস্থ্যসম্মতভাবে প্রস্তুত বসুন্ধরা গুঁড়ো মশলা।
Straight away in the air, he's lucky. He's one in no man's land.
দেখেন শহরে ডাক্তার নিয়ে যান, মেডিকেলে নিয়ে যান। আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে। আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে। আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে।
To clear, ground home on the boundaries, another wicket goes down.
You know, if he was in just trying to look to hit some big shots, he just come out.
ঝিরঝিরে ডিশ লাইন দেখে কি পেলেন? টিভিতে ঝকঝকে খেলা দেখুন আকাশে, আর আকাশ কিনে চলুন বিশ্বকাপে। এছাড়াও আছে স্মার্ট টিভি ও নিশ্চিত ক্যাশব্যাক।
Say hello to the future. All new Hero Thriller 160R with revolutionary XSense technology featuring 10 intelligent sensors to give you best-in-class acceleration and enhanced fuel efficiency for a next-generation riding experience. Sense technology featuring 10 intelligent sensors to give you best-in-class acceleration and enhanced fuel efficiency for a next-generation riding experience. Sense technology featuring 10 intelligent sensors to give you best-in-class acceleration and enhanced fuel efficiency for a next-generation riding experience. Sense technology featuring 10 intelligent sensors to give you best-in-class acceleration and enhanced fuel efficiency for a next-generation riding experience.
আপনার চুল কিভাবে সাজাবেন এটা কে ঠিক করে? হেঁটে যাওয়া চুল নাকি ঝরে পড়া চুল? চুলের সমস্যা যেন আপনার চুলের সাজে বাধা না হয়। চুলের সমস্যা মানে হচ্ছে চুলের ড্যামেজ। ডাভ এর 1/4 ময়শ্চারাইজিং মিল্ক এবং ক্যারাটিন অ্যাক্টিভ চুলের ভেতর থেকে ড্যামেজ রিপেয়ার করে। ডাভ এখন মিনি প্যাকে 16% এক্সট্রা ফ্রি। বাধা না
এসে গেল আলেশা কার্ড। আলেশা কার্ড হোল্ডার পাচ্ছেন দেশব্যাপী 90টির বেশি ক্যাটাগরিতে 50% পর্যন্ত
এবং ক্যারাটিন অ্যাক্টিভ চুলের ভেতর থেকে ড্যামেজ রিপেয়ার করে।
বিশেষজ্ঞ সেবা হিসেবে আলেশা কার্ডের মূল্য
16% এক্সট্রা ফ্রি।
এসে গেল আলেশা কার্ড। আলেশা কার্ড হোল্ডার পাচ্ছেন দেশব্যাপী 90টির বেশি ক্যাটাগরিতে 50% পর্যন্ত
এবং ক্যারাটিন অ্যাক্টিভ চুলের ভেতর থেকে ড্যামেজ রিপেয়ার করে।
বিশেষজ্ঞ সেবা হিসেবে আলেশা কার্ডের
16% এক্সট্রা ফ্রি।
এসে গেল আলেশা কার্ড। আলেশা কার্ড হোল্ডার পাচ্ছেন দেশব্যাপী 90টির বেশি ক্যাটাগরিতে
চুলের ভেতর থেকে ড্যামেজ রিপেয়ার করে।
Against Bangladesh in a T20 international, but he thought process in a right direction.
Well, they got caught in the headlight, didn't they? They were 4 down for 9. before they could start the series, before they could understand what was going on. They were 4 down, almost half the side back in the bunker. And from there on, they just were playing catch-up. Looking for 2. Pressing out on that second run. Suddenly, Kiwis are looking sharp in the field. There's a spring in the step. They've got the wickets. They know that they were looking at 150 earlier on, but now they feel that they can close it at 130.
Yeah, opportunities for the batsman. If you look at the field set, if you see the offside field, the mid-off was inside the circle. Now all of a sudden that fielder has gone back at long off. I was just thinking, if the fielder was still there, then you could try to hit him over the top of the infield, but now the fielder has gone back. So he cannot afford to bowl down the leg side. The fine leg is inside the circle now. He's trying to eye that area. Probably just going down the leg side.
It's a plate ball, so must have got some end of the bat or the gloves. Oh, he's gone for it. Tom Latham wants to utilize his referrals. Just trying for that paddle shot. They've gone for the LBW. It's a legal delivery, no problem there. Umpire gave it was a plate ball. Oh, it is a plate ball. It's come from the bat of the bat. And a good decision by the umpire. And there were signals there. When it crossed over, he was looking at the edge of the bat.
It never hit the bat, did it? Spot on from the umpire. He's gone for singles in each and every deliveries. It's not a bad thing if he can finish off with 2 more singles, but if he releases a boundary, then it just releases the pressure. Bangladesh will be looking to pick up a boundary. Leading edge, trying to play on the onside, gets a single.
Three boundaries by Mohammedullah so far. Suddenly, the scoring rate has dipped. There was this edge, pretty clear through ultra edge.
Well, he's trying to get that fielder inside the circle. Now the third man is coming inside the circle. The man at mid-wicket goes back, so the fielder at deep mid-wicket goes a little bit square. Trying to make some room. But in the end, not a bad over, just 6 singles. Now that's poor. That's very, very poor. All ricocheting off the stumps, resulting in an extra run.
ঝিরঝিরে ডিশলাইন দেখে কি পেলেন? টিভিতে ঝকঝকে খেলা দেখুন আকাশে, আর আকাশ কিনে চলুন বিশ্বকাপে। এছাড়াও আছে স্মার্ট টিভি ও নিশ্চিত ক্যাশব্যাক।
বাংলাদেশে প্রায় প্রতি 2টি শিশুর মাঝে একটি শিশু ক্যাভিটির সমস্যায় ভোগে। আপনার শিশুকে দিন পেপসোডেন্ট জার্মিচে। এতে আছে মাইক্রো ক্যালসিয়াম ও প্রোফ্লোরাইড, যা অদৃশ্য ছোট ছোট গর্তগুলো সারিয়ে তোলে ক্যাভিটিতে পরিণত হওয়ার আগে, এবং রক্ষাকারী আবরণ সৃষ্টি করে ক্যাভিটি থেকে দেয় সর্বাধিক সুরক্ষা। কারণ প্রতিটি হাসি অমূল্য।
খাবার টেবিলে একসাথে কাটানোর সময়গুলোতে এখন আর ফাঁকা থাকে না কোনো চেয়ার। কারণ সেরা স্বাদের সাথে খাবার টেবিল এখন আরো আনন্দের।
ফুয়াদ ভাইয়ের মতো হাজার হাজার বিক্রেতা বন্ধুই আসল নাম্বার 1, কারণ তারাই আসল নকল বুঝে জরুরি ওষুধ বিক্রি করে।
এসএমসির ওরসালাইন জীবন বাঁচায়, জীবনকে এগিয়ে নিয়ে যায়।
In the innings of 117, so it's not been easy. Ball on the shorter side, but they'll still pick up a single.
That's good bowling that. Just using that big strong shoulder, hitting the deck just short of good length. And Mohammedullah was parked on the back foot. was waiting for that shot delivery on the leg side or to scoop it. Very crucial over this in the contest of this game, I must say. And Mohammadullah is the guy New Zealand know that they have to keep him off strike.
Made up inside the circle. And he slapped that away, but we find the fielder in the deep. I think it's important for both these batsmen to realize what are the options, the boundary options. If you look at the onside field, everybody is on the boundary. If you look at the offside field, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 inside the circle. So the option for them is to go over the top on the offside.
That's pretty much makes it clear that you are not going to get something pitched up to you. Oh, just crossed that short third man fielder for a boundary. So that's where the boundary has come from. Doesn't matter where it comes from at this point. It's 4 runs in the bag.
Yeah, he really went hard at it. It got a tough edge. And someone managed to go over the top of that fielder inside the circle at third man. He went down the wicket. It's a genuine edge, but it really slashed at it. Lucky. Doesn't matter. He's picked up a boundary. That's exactly what he would have hoped for. Pick up a boundary, early boundary in this over. Then think of other things. Oh, yes. Has he nailed it? Oh, he has. Maybe the fielder could have been a little bit behind. He didn't judge it to perfection. In the end, I think it's a boundary. But he struck that quite nicely.
It's so predictable. He knew that Bracewell will come up with a short one, just missing that hand. And yes, the fielder normally takes a start, but they should have just known that trying to save 2, you've given a boundary.
Yeah, if he was behind, it could have been a catch. Mohammadullah would have been back in the hut.
And that's 4 runs difference, really. And 4 runs in this score is almost 3% of the total score. Very nicely played. Good fielding, but Mohammadullah retains the strike. Only 2.
It's good cricket from Mohammadullah. Skipper exactly knows where the fielders are. He was a bit cheeky, but he still managed to put it away. A couple of more runs. So this over is turning out to be a good one for Bangladesh. Very good fielding. Good cricket all around. 12 already in this over. 129 for 5. He should come, or rather not come back for the second. 13 in that over.
এসে গেল আলেশা কার্ড। আলেশা কার্ড হোল্ডার পাচ্ছেন দেশব্যাপী 90টির বেশি ক্যাটাগরিতে 50% পর্যন্ত ডিসকাউন্ট। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় সব অফার। বিশেষায়িত সেবা হিসেবে আলেশা কার্ডের মূল্য বীর মুক্তিযোদ্ধা ও বীরাঙ্গনাদের জন্য একদম ফ্রি এবং 65 বয়সোর্ধ্ব নাগরিকদের জন্য 50% ডিসকাউন্ট। এখন ইচ্ছেরা সব হাতের মুঠোয়। আলেশা কার্ড, প্রিভিলেজ রিডিফাইন্ড।
লাইফে সবসময় কেউ না কেউ পাশে ছিল বলে আজ আমি এইখানে।
বিশ্বাস রাখো, তুমি পারবে।
কারো একটা কথায় প্রচন্ড ভরসা দেয়। যে মানুষগুলো আমাকে এগিয়ে যাবার সাহস দেয়, তাদের পাশে থাকতেই আমি বিশ্বাস রাখি দেশ জুড়ে ছড়িয়ে থাকা গ্রামীণ ফোনের 4G নেটওয়ার্কে।
দেয়ানিয়ার সব ছাড়িয়ে দারাজ পূরণ করলো 7টি বছর। এতগুলো বছর ধরে ভরসা রাখার জন্য থ্যাংক ইউ বাংলাদেশ।
He saw him coming down the wickets. He pulled it a bit short on the leg side. Will he come back for the second? Very good aggressive running. Very good running. Again. Ricocheting off the stump this time, not resulting in an extra run.
Again, that fielder at the boundary was just sticking to the boundary ropes. Probably looking at that big shot Mohammadullah played in the last over and resulting in an extra run, and Mohammadullah coming back into strike. Well said batsman, getting a strike in the last over is very, very essential.
A couple of boundaries in the previous over manages Bangladesh to go to 130, so they'll be looking to pick up more boundaries in this. Can they get to 145, 150? a ball onto the tan, so all he had to do is guide it away. We'll have to wait and see whether he got some part of the bat or not. Leg buys.
It's surprising for me, Athar, I've seen the seam-up bowlers from New Zealand not use their cutters very well. They're just providing that kind of pace which a batsman likes in this kind of situation. We'll see Mustafizur bowl pretty soon, and we'll see that how many balls he bowls seam up and with full force of the body behind. You have to be clever with the conditions you are bowling in.
You've got to start reading the surface as quickly as possible. And then follow that particular direction. It's a full toss, a low full toss. Has he hit it towards the boundary? Yes, he has, but there's good fielding in the deep. A relay throw gets them only 2.
Trying for the Yorker length delivery, but not getting it right. Was in the gap, but good sliding stop. Passed on. Can't stop the second. Yes, last 2 overs have given them the cushion which they needed. Just that right kind of momentum.
That should be a boundary. That's a clever piece of batting from Nurul Hassan. Intentions were clear. He was eyeing that area, knowing that if it was there, then he's going to bat deep in his crease and pick up a boundary square of the wicket on the onside. Beautifully done.
I thought this is poor bowling, poor thinking. He tried to take off the pace, but once you've got the short fine leg, it's too short and too much in the stumps. Easy pickings. Now he's sending back the long off. No, he's sending back the fine leg deep. In that case, he has to bring up the mid-off fielder in the circle.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he hit one over the top of the infield here. He's again gone onto the onside. Nicely done. They should come back for the second. Just eyeing that area. The 2 more there. It's turning out to be a good over. 11 already in this over. The score moves on to 141.
Nurul is playing a good hand here. He's got 13 runs and 8 deliveries, and this is the kind of gung-ho approach needed by Bangladesh.
The last ball of this over, of this innings. And with that score of 141 this season, Bangladesh, that's the highest score. 131 was the highest, previous highest. It is a short delivery. Oh, what a catch that is! That is a beauty. He had to run in, but he timed his dive to perfection, taking the ball inches off the ground. That is a terrific catch.
Well, that's saving 2 runs as well. So, something positive for New Zealand to take back into the dressing room. They will feel that probably they have gone maybe 20 runs too many. But Nurul played a very good hand. What a wonderful catch. Full stretch drive. Very athletic. Always pleasing to the eyes. 141 for 6 is a decent score. We've already said that it's the highest by Bangladesh this year.
No, it's not a bad effort from Bangladesh, especially in the last 2 overs. Were very fruitful for Bangladesh. But a job to do for Tom Latham and his team members. They have a challenging total to chase, 141. It's not going to be easy. Someone has to play a special role with the bat. And that's what Bangladesh did in their knock of 141. It was good opening partnership of 59 that laid the solid foundation. In the end, 141 for 6. Good contribution from Mahmudullah also.
The 59-run partnership up front was the pillar that this whole innings was built on. And then 32 runs partnership between Nurul and Mahmudullah, putting that icing on the cake. Well, Ravindra picking up 3 wickets. He bowled a good spell. And Patel also going for a few runs this time. Just a single wicket for them. But the seamers have been a bit disappointing. Bennett going for 8 runs and over. And Bracewell going for 10 runs and over.
Have a look at the highlights. It was the partnership. Initially, there was an easy chance which was put down by Colin de Grano. But after that, especially Liton Kumadas looked in sublime touch, and then he found his opening partner playing some good shots that went into the stands, and that's where he lost his composure, just trying to play it on the onset, getting inside edge onto the stands.
At this time, 2 wickets in 2 deliveries put breaks in Bangladesh progress, and then the 3rd wicket, Shakib Al Hasan had a couple of good hits before he succumbed also. 12 runs of 7 deliveries just gave that kind of push to the Bangladesh innings. But after these 3 wickets, then there was some rear guard action. Mohammedullah came in the action, and Nurul Hussain then finally scoring 13 of 9. Partnership 32 just in 22 deliveries.
It was a very good one indeed. This is how Mohammad Naeem got out. Afif also trying to play a big shot. And just Patel picking up his first wicket. It was so close, but ended up in a boundary. Even that occasion, fielder should have been back. Could have been a pretty decent catch. And that's how it all ended. It's an excellent catch from Will Young, diving forward. Brilliantly done. New Zealand will need 142 runs of 20 overs at 7.10. We'll take a short break and we'll come back with the chase.